Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Gems of Knowledge. So I am here with another video on the topic polynomials of class 9. So before starting my video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell button to get the notification as soon as I post my new videos. Okay. So here we are going to study about the introduction to the chapter polynomials. So I hope you remember that we already have studied about the algebraic expression into our previous videos. Okay, so in that we have studied that algebraic expression contains 4 types. They are nothing but monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial. So monomial is the thing which contains only one term. It is an algebraic expression which contains only one term. For example, an example is given here. As you can see, 2x. This is only one term and this is known as monomial. Okay, next comes binomial. It contains 2 terms. Okay, so as you can see, 2x plus 3, this 2x is a single term and this 3 is another term. You can say that this expression is a binomial since it contains 2 terms. Okay, then you can see the trinomial. It contains 3 terms. You can see the example over here. 2x square plus x plus 3 is nothing but an example for your trinomial. Then the last one is polynomials. So it contains more than 3 terms. So x cube plus x square plus x plus 5 is nothing but an example for your polynomial as it contains 4 terms, or even you can take another example which contains 5, 6 or more than this terms. Okay, so this is about the 4 types of algebraic expression. Next you can see every expression contains 2 things. Yes, so you can see every expression here is containing 2 terms, that is constant and a variable. So what is constant? As you can see here, example has been given here, 2x. Okay, 2x can be written as 2 into x. Okay, so what is this 2 here? 2 here is nothing but a constant term and this x is nothing but called as variable. Okay, so it contains 2 things. Every expression contains 2 things. One is constant and the other one is variable. Here you can see it contains 2 terms, 2x again. Okay, so here also 2 into x square. So this 2 is a constant and x square is also a variable. Okay. So in the polynomial x square plus 2x, as you can see, one polynomial is mentioned here, that is x square plus 2x. The expression x square and 2x are called the terms of the polynomial. So this is one term of the polynomial and this is the other term of the polynomial. Okay, every term has a coefficient. So you can say every term, each term contains a coefficient. So what is the coefficient of x square? Since you can see coefficient is nothing but a numerical value. Always remember, coefficient is nothing but a numerical value to that polynomial. So x square is given but there is no number written beside it. So when there is no number written beside it, always we have to consider it to be 1. So what is the coefficient of x square? It is 1. So the next one is the coefficient of 2x. So what is the coefficient of x here? It is nothing but 2x. Okay, the coefficient of 2x. Okay, the coefficient of x in 2x is nothing but 2. Okay, so here it should be actually the coefficient of x in 2x is 2. Okay, next we need to know what are polynomials in one variable. Okay, the polynomials which contains only one type of variable are called as polynomials in one variable. So the polynomials which contain only one type of the alphabets, variable here in the sense alphabets. Okay, so those type of polynomials are called as polynomials in one variable. So example is given here, x cube plus 4x square plus 7x minus 2. This is an example for polynomial in one variable because here all the variables are x itself. No other variable is given here. Okay. Next you need to study about the constant polynomial. Okay, the polynomial which contains only constant terms are known as constant polynomials. Okay, so these are nothing but constant polynomial. Example is given. Simply 2 will be given, simply -5, simply 7 will be given. So these are nothing but called as constant polynomials. Okay. Okay, so the next term you need to know is zero polynomial. So what is zero polynomial? The constant polynomial. If the constant polynomial, as I have told you in the just now, what is constant polynomial? A polynomial which contains only constant terms. It means the polynomial which contains numbers are called as constant polynomials. Okay, but when it comes to zero polynomial, the constant polynomial must be 0. If it is 0, then it is called as zero polynomial. Okay, except 0, any other number is called as constant polynomial. If it is any other number rather than 0, then it is called as constant polynomial. And if the number 0 has been given, then it is called as zero polynomial. Okay. Next, you can see one note has been given here. The algebraic expression is said to be polynomial if and only if the powers of expressions are whole numbers. So we have to remember one thing here. The algebraic expression is said to be polynomial. So there is a condition that algebraic expression is said to be polynomial if the powers of the expressions are in whole numbers. If the powers of their expression is present in the whole number. So example is given here. For example, x plus 1 by x. So this 1 by x can be written as x plus x to the power of -1. Yes, when this is having, you can see that this x is containing the power of 1. So when you take this x to the numerator, from the denominator if you take it to the numerator, it will become like this, x to the power of -1. Okay, instead of +1, here it will become -1. So this is not a polynomial. Why? Because this is not a polynomial, because as you can see here, -1. This -1 is not a whole number. You know that whole number starts from 0 and it will continue for all the positive numbers, but it won't continue for any negative number. So we can say that it is not a polynomial since the power -1 is not a whole number. Okay. Next we need to know what is degree of polynomial. Okay. So it is the highest power of the variable in the polynomial. So what is degree? Degree is nothing but the highest power of any variable into that polynomial. So example is given, if the degree of polynomial. So here one polynomial is given. This is a polynomial, that is 3x to the power of 7 minus 4x to the power of 6 plus x plus 9. This is a polynomial, and when we need to write what is the degree of these complete polynomial, means it is nothing but 7, because this is the highest power into this polynomial. So we have to check the highest power. So what is the highest power into that polynomial? That highest power will give us the exactly the degree of that polynomial. Okay. One more note has been placed here. As you can see, the degree of a non-zero constant polynomial. Okay, if it is a non-zero constant polynomial, it should be non-zero. Non-zero means it is not a 0. The number is not 0. Instead, it will have any other number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever the number is. Okay, non-zero constant polynomial. You know what is constant polynomial? Constant polynomial means any of the number, numerical value except 0, because here they have clearly mentioned non-zero, means which is not 0. Okay, always the degree of that constant polynomial will be 0. And the degree of a 0 polynomial is not yet defined. So we don't know what is the degree of a 0 polynomial. Suppose if it is given like this, 0x. So there is no degree for this. Okay, it is not having any of the degree here. Instead, if it is given directly, the number is given 7. This is a non-zero constant polynomial, and always we have to note that this is having the degree as 0. This is having the degree as 0. Not only 7, any other number it will be having a degree 0. Similarly here for 0 polynomial, the degree is not defined. Okay. Next, there are 3 types of degrees of polynomial. As you can see, there are 3 types of degrees of polynomial. So the first one is linear polynomial, second one is quadratic polynomial, and the third one is cubic polynomial. Okay. So it is a polynomial of degree 1. So the polynomial which contains only 1 as their degree, that is called as linear polynomial. So as you can see here, the expression x is having the degree here 1. So here also y is having the degree 1. So this is nothing but the linear polynomials. It is having degree as 1. So next you can see quadratic polynomial is given. It is a polynomial of degree 2. You can see here y is having a degree 2 here, and even the y is having a degree 2 here. So as you can see, y is having a degree 2 here. Here also it is having a degree 2. So the polynomial is having degree 2. So it is called as quadratic polynomial. Similarly, you can see cubic polynomial. It is a polynomial of degree 3. So here is the example, x cube and 2x cube. So these are nothing but the cubic polynomials because it contains the degree 3. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, depending on this introductory part, you can see exercises given, that is exercise 4.1. Now we are going to solve this exercise 4.1. So the first question here is given as, which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable? We should tell which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not. Even we have to state the reasons for our answers. Okay, so as you can see, this first one is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Yes, it is a polynomial in one variable. Yes, it is a polynomial in one variable. Okay. So second one also you can see, only here the expression x is given. Okay, and here also you can see in the second one the expression only y is given. In this expression only the variable y is given. So even you can say that this is also a polynomial in one variable. It is also a polynomial in one variable. Okay, next one question is given here, that is third one. You can see 3 into root t plus t into root 2. So this is not a polynomial in one variable because why? Because you can see here root t is given. Okay, so you can write here because root t means it will be t to the power of half. Okay, and as you know that this half is not a whole number and half is not a whole number. Okay, it doesn't comes under a whole number, it is a fractional number. So this is not a polynomial in one variable. Okay. Next one, this is similar example as I have shown you in the previous case. You can write this. See, 2 by y can be written as 2. When you take this y to the upper side, it will become y to the power of minus 1. So therefore minus 1 is not a whole number. So it is not a polynomial in one variable. Okay. Okay. Then next you can see x to the power of 10 plus y to the power of 3 plus t to the power of 50 is given. You can see here three different variables are there. So this doesn't come under variable polynomials in one variable. It is an example for polynomial in three variable. This is an example for polynomial in three variable. Okay, so you can write, so this is not a polynomial in one variable. Okay, next question you can see, write the coefficient of x square in each of the following. So we need to write the coefficient of x square in each of the following cases. So what is the coefficient of x square here? It is nothing but, there is no number given here, no numerical value, so you can write it as it is having the coefficient of 1. 1 is the coefficient of x square. Here, as here you can see what is the numerical value here. Here also 1 is given with a minus sign. So you need to write minus 1 is the coefficient of x square. Okay, then in the third case, you can see the coefficient here is beside x square, what is given is pi by 2. So you can write pi by 2 is the coefficient of x square. So next, in this case, you can see what is the coefficient of x square here. Since there is no x square in this case, you can write there is x square, the coefficient of x square is 0 because there is no x square at all. Okay, the next case you can see, give an example each of a binomial of degree 35 and a monomial of degree 100. So you need to write a binomial which contains a degree of 35 and a monomial of degree 100. Okay, so you can see the solution over here. So directly we can write a binomial of degree 35. You can write binomial means it will contains two terms. Okay, so we will take two terms as x square plus 5. Okay, not x square. Here we need to write the degree as 35. X to the power of 35 plus 5 is a example for binomial. Since you can see here it contains two terms here. Okay, this contains two terms and the degree of this is nothing but the 35. Okay, and you need to write one more monomial which is having a degree as 100. So directly you can write x to the power of 100. This is a monomial which contains degree as 100. Okay, next coming to the fourth question, write the degree of each of the following polynomials. So you need to mention what are the degree of these polynomials. So directly you can see the highest number here, highest power is nothing but 3. So it is having the degree 3 and this one is having the degree as 2. Okay, this is having the degree t is not having any powers. It means it is to the power of t to the power of 1. So what is the degree here? It is nothing but 1. Next, you can see there is no variable present here. Okay, so as I have told you in the note part, I have told you just now in this video itself that any constant, non-zero constant polynomial will always have a degree 0. I hope you remember that. So it is having any constant term which is non-zero. Any number, it will be having always the degree will be 0. Okay. The last question of this exercise is classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomial. So we need to classify this among the three types of polynomials. So as you can see, it is having the degree 2. This is nothing but a quadratic polynomial. Okay. Next you can see this is having a degree 3. So it is a cubic polynomial. Next, this one is having the degree 2. the highest degree you need to check, and it is having the degree 2, so it is a quadratic polynomial again. Okay, then this x is having the power as 1, so it means this is nothing but linear polynomial. Then the fifth one, t contains to the power of 1, so this is also a linear polynomial. Next, this is r square. Square means it contains the power as 2, so that is nothing but again quadratic polynomial. And the last one here is 7x to the power of 3, so this contains the power of 3, it means it is again a cubic polynomial. So that's all for today. This is the end of this exercise 4.1. I hope you find this video helpful, and I also hope that you have understood with this video. If you are having any doubts regarding this, please comment me down below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with another video too. So till then, stay tuned and stay connected. Thank you.